Hi, I'm Dylan Richards. In New York, we have the United Nations and the best food from all over the world. Follow me as I search for the healthiest food in the 5 boroughs on Dylan's Lunchbox.
More crunch.
Very soon.
We're going to talk about the spices.
Juices and the oranges going to start to come out of it. Flagship cheese.
Here's your burger.
Slide the opposite leg.
I'm Tanya Zuckerbutt for Dylan's Lunchbox.
And how you got into organic farming?
About American cuisine.
Who doesn't love Italian food? Chinese food is one of the oldest cuisines in the world.
We're here to find out what's in your lunchbox.
Today I'm here in Little Italy because we're going to be learning about and tasting some of New York's healthiest Italian options. I'll be finding out how to eat Italian on a healthy diet, so stay tuned because I think this episode is going to be molto bene. Did you know that the first time cheese was placed on pizza was in 1843, when Napoleon chef Raphael Esposito created the pizza margherita to honor the queen consort of Italy, Margherita of Savoy. Before the time, pizza was just flatbread sold by the poor. Who would have thought that 2 centuries later, pizza would be the greatest food in the New World?
Hi, my name is Sari Safa, reporting live on the streets of New York during lunch hour. We're here to find out what's in your lunchbox. What did you order for lunch today?
I got the 3 taco combo. So I went with fish, beef, and chicken. One of them ought to be good, right?
How about you, sir?
I also did a combo, but I got fish, beef, and the carnitas.
You guys got any snacks or drinks along with that?
I ordered yakisoba, and they were out of it! I'm trying to get over the heartache right now.
I suggested he get the tots, so then I could have some of those. But then he said that he didn't want to, he didn't need it, I believe exactly what he
Yeah, but I knew what he was getting at, because tots are way too easy to reach over and pluck one, and I'd get one and he'd get 5.
Do you guys frequent this food truck or food trucks at all?
We are virgins of this food truck in particular, but we do enjoy a food truck, don't we, Patrick?
We sure do. It seems like there's been a renaissance of them in this area.
You guys ever pack your own lunches?
Sadly, I do, and it's the most depressing thing in the world to open up your little pathetic sandwich at your desk and eat it while logging on to some stupid website.
So there you have it. We found out today what people are eating in the streets of New York. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Watch out, next we might ask you what's in your lunchbox.
Hi, I'm Tanya Zuckerbutt. I'm a registered dietitian, and today we're at DePilo's Fine Food Market here in Little Italy, so I can share my tips with you how to eat healthfully. Italians eat pasta as a primi piatti, which is a first course. So typically that's around a cup of pasta, which will run you around 240 calories. A little different from Americans do, which is an entree, which could be easily over 3 cups. You're talking 700 calories before the sauce or even the bread basket. Antipasti can be vegetables, lean proteins. Artichokes are a great way to start your meal. They contain 8 grams of fiber for 1 artichoke heart. Additionally, roasted red peppers, sun-dried tomatoes, these are all wonderful ways to begin the meal. Prosciutto di Parma is an aged ham that is actually very lean and really flavorful. Don't forget to have a few olives. 2 large olives is only 45 calories and 5 grams of fat, but the fat is monounsaturated fat. Those are the heart-healthy fats that actually lower your cholesterol. No Italian meal is complete without at least hitting the breadbasket once. And as long as you're having one slice and using the olive oil sparingly, it's actually a great way to begin the meal. Of course, if you can ask for some whole wheat bread rather than the typical white Italian fare, you'll get some fiber, which will help to fill you up. Nothing says Italian food like olive oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil contains 135 calories and 15 grams of heart-healthy fat, but you still want to use it sparingly if you're watching your waistline. There are many different kinds of olive oils on the shelf, and today we have Lou, who's going to explain the differences.
Tanya, welcome to DiPaolo's. Olive oil is not all the same. Like wine, depends on the olive type. These are what we call estate olive oils. It means that all the olives are picked by hand within a few hours, pressed on the property, and then bottled very, very quickly. Each one will give you different characteristics. Some very fruity, some very buttery, some very peppery. Pizzica, as we say.
What's the difference between virgin and extra virgin olive oils?
Extra virgin olive oil is a lower acidity. If it's very high in acidity, the olive oil deteriorates very, very quickly and doesn't have as much wonderful polyphenols, as we say, good properties for health.
A great way to cut back on calories while enhancing flavor is to pair that olive oil by using balsamic vinegar or a red wine vinegar. The great news about all vinegars is that they are basically calorie-free, are filled with antioxidants, so you get to enhance the flavor of your meals without racking up extra calories.
The Italian diet is the simplicity of ingredients. And one of the most important ingredients in many of the cuisine of Italy is cheese.
There are 3 kinds of cheese. There's lean, medium fat, and high fat. Lean cheeses include Parmesan cheese and Romano cheese. In 2 tablespoons, it's only 45 calories and less than 3 grams of fat. Moving on to medium fat cheeses, these cheeses contain around 75 calories per ounce and 5 grams of fat. On this list are mozzarella and ricotta cheese. And then the whole fat cheese is going to be 100 calories and 8 grams of fat per ounce. In this category, you would find many of the goat cheeses. So the U.S. Congress just passed a law that states that tomato sauce is allowed to be considered a vegetable. Now, as a dietitian, I'm actually for this because children find it difficult to get in fruits and vegetables, and tomato sauce is really popular among kids.
Tomatoes originally came from Central and South America, and they found its way back to Italy hundreds of years ago. They were a little yellow berry and turned into be, believe it or not, a red fruit after leaving Italy.
So I have some great tips to help you eat Italian food healthfully. Start off with a fresh tricolore salad, which is arugula, endive, and radicchio. You can add some olive oil, some aged balsamic, and even some fresh slices of Parmesan cheese. Rather than a fried antipasti like a calamari, opt instead for a broth-based soup. A minestrone is a great choice. It's low in calories, and the beans add fiber and protein. And for the entrees, you want to stick with lean proteins, whether it's veal, lamb, pork. Lean cuts of beef are a great way to get some protein in your meal. And of course, to round out the meal, next to these wonderful lean proteins, you want to add some vegetables. Now, many Italians love nothing more than just a plate of fruit. Even when they're going to have a cookie or a slice of cake, you'll always see a plate of fresh fruit. Or if not fresh fruit, sometimes they have a preserved fruit. And Lou is going to tell us more about that.
In my house, we always end our meal with fresh fruit. But that's when they're in season. And sometimes, especially in the winter, when fresh fruit are not available, they will have what we call confitura. Confitura is preserved fruit. And in many cases, they're going to preserve the fruit with natural juices of another fruit. The cheese, fruit, and of course the biscotti goes great as a dessert for Italian food. Everything in moderation, in my opinion, is healthful diet. It's when it's done in excess or when it's done with artificial means is where we get into trouble. The 20 regions of Italy is literally like having a diversity in cuisine from one area to another, which makes it such an exciting place.
So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed my tips for how to eat Italian food healthfully. My name is Tanya Zuckerbrod. I'm here for Dylan's Lunchbox. Ci vediamo!
Beans are a miracle food. They lower cholesterol, regulate blood sugar and insulin production, promote digestive health, and protect against cancer. If you think of fiber, protein, and antioxidants and immediately think whole grains, meat, and fruit, think again. Beans offer all three in a single package. Multiple studies have tied beans to a reduced risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, breast cancer, and colon cancers. Beans deliver a whopping amount of antioxidants, which help prevent and fight oxidative damages. Beans are a great source of dietary fiber, protein, and iron. They also contain amino acid tryptophan. Foods with high amounts of tryptophan can help regulate your appetite, aid in sleep, and improve your mood. Depending on the type of bean you choose, you'll also get decent amounts of potassium, magnesium, vitamin B1 and 2, and vitamin K. Soybeans are a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. In Chinese medicine, various types of beans have been used to treat alcoholism, food poisoning, edema, particularly in the legs, high blood pressure, diarrhea, laryngitis, kidney stones, rheumatism, and dozens of other conditions. How much? Aim for a minimum of 2 servings of beans per week.
I'm in Central Park with celebrity yoga instructor Gwen Lawrence. So what do you have us doing today?
We're gonna do shoulder stand today. So why don't you go ahead, lay down. You're gonna go down onto your back. Legs are gonna come up and over. You're gonna position yourself in plow first. And then bend your elbows, palms flat on your back, and legs are gonna go straight up to the sky. Always want to look straight up to the sky here. Get your hands as low down onto your back as you possibly can. In time, you're in one nice line from ankle, knee, hip. This is great because it opens up the back of your neck, relieves tension if you get headaches, opens up the heart, so it increases your respiration, and it's a little bit of a mild inversion. A lot of the athletes I work with have really tight hamstrings and inhibits, their performance on the field, so this is going to be great for you. It changes your whole posture when your hamstrings are tight, so it's really important to get them open no matter who you are, athlete or not. So you're gonna stand feet hips width apart, parallel, and I suggest that anybody starts with a nice bent knee. Bring your chest down and rest your chest and belly on your thighs. You're gonna bring your hands to the floor, let your head hang, and you're gonna slowly straighten the knees. So it's more important to keep the chest and belly on your thighs than to just jam your knees straight. Grab opposite elbow and hang. Shake your head out no and yes, and maybe even sway left to right. And I suggest you do this 1 to 3 minute hold. It's gonna be hard, you're gonna be shaking and quaking, but the only way to get better at this pose is to really hold it a little bit more than 2 or 3 breaths. And then when you're gonna come out of it, you're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna roll up nice and slow. Especially if you stay for 1 to 3 minutes, you don't wanna come zooming up really fast because you could get dizzy and fall. Hammies, yep, good job. You could add this to your daily yoga routine. I would suggest if you have cataracts or high blood pressure that you checked with your doctor first before you did it.
Garlic is found in almost every Italian dish, and it's obvious why. Garlic is claimed to be a natural antibiotic and prevent heart disease and certain types of cancer like stomach and colon cancer. Countries like Italy, where garlic is eaten in greater amounts, have been found to have less cancer victims. With all the health benefits, you will want to lick all the garlic from your plate.
United Way of New York City has had the privilege of supporting 23 different urban farm projects across the 5 boroughs. So St. Mary's Episcopal Church, where we are right now, is one of those 23 projects. We've been doing this since 2001, so we pride ourselves in that the majority of these farms are still in existence, still giving food to low-income populations, still using it as an education tool, and still getting the community involved.
We've had a lot of assistance in getting things started. The United Way paired us with the Horticultural Society of New York. So we have a horticulturalist who comes every Wednesday and helps to train our senior farmers, some of whom have 0 farming experience, some of whom have been able to connect with their family roots. So it's been really awesome to see folks being able to reconnect and to connect with the land and to learn more about food. You know, we want to grow as much food as we possibly can, so we grow really densely, and so we've got rows of radishes next to rows of lettuce, next to tomatoes, next to cabbage, next to beans, all in the same bed. We do what's called interplanting here in urban farming. Before, there wasn't a farm here. I mean, way back when, Harlem was kind of the breadbasket for New York City. And now we're surrounded by housing projects and police precincts and not really farmland. Reintroducing agriculture to this neighborhood. This is definitely a project of many different organizations. It's a big community collaboration.
United Way of New York City supports urban farming for a number of reasons. The first and most important is food access. We want to make sure that people in all communities across the 5 boroughs have access to fresh produce. Secondly, it's a great nutrition education tool. People are able to learn how to cook with certain foods. They're able to learn what a certain fruit or vegetable looks like that they were once unfamiliar with. Also, community building. We want the community to be engaged. This gives a great opportunity for people to come out and work together on their certain plots or their raised beds and really harvest and weed and learn about transplanting and all these certain farm-related activities.
My name is Billy Adams, and I'm a gardener here at St. Mary's Urban Garden. Normally there are 4 senior gardeners here and 8 assistants. We grow a variety of vegetables, so right now we do like watering, fertilizer. We harvest every Monday. Like last Monday we harvested the tomatoes and lettuce, chard. Well, I've always been interested in being healthy and being fit. Helps me, keeps my mind clear. You know, sometimes I do eat junk food, but I don't like eating out of cans. And this is just right down my alley.
New York City is the hot spot, I feel, for improved nutrition across the country. Some initiatives we all know about, the trans fat, menu labeling. Also, for our program at United Way of New York City, Hunger Prevention Nutrition Assistance Program, we really pride ourselves in offering healthy, nutritious food to our food pantry and soup kitchen clients.
The food pantry, they give out these staples like rice, beans, canned stuff. They are a member of a CSA, so they get fresh vegetables in there also. You know, just because they live in the city don't mean you can't eat a well-balanced meal, you know.
United Way of New York City serves as the local administrator for the New York State Department of Health Hunger Prevention Nutrition Assistance Program. The farms are part of that project, the urban farming. The first year, this urban farm, the food must go to a food insecure population. In the second year, these farms could take the shape of whatever they like. They may be able to sell their food. They may be able to bring it to a farmer's market. So that helps to stimulate the economy in that regard. I think the greatest impact I've seen is that community members are being introduced to different fruit and vegetables that they were otherwise not exposed to. Growing the food has a great effect on the community and youth, being that some of them are actually growing their own food and then bringing it over to the food pantry where clients are able to pick it up.
It's really different when you grow it yourself, but to be able to have other people experience that and be really excited about, oh wow, yeah, I grew that, and that's good.
Oh well, it makes me feel very good. Very good to know that people understand that there is a choice, that they don't have to just eat fried foods every day. You know, you can have a nice salad, or you can just eat the vegetables as they are. You are what you eat.
I'm always busy, so I need food that's as on the go as I am. Fortunately, cannelli bean salad is a great Italian dish that's easy and quick to make. Grab 1 can of rinsed cannelli beans, 1½ tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 cup of olives, 1 cup of diced tomatoes, 1/2 cup of chopped red bell peppers, and 2 cloves of garlic. Mix it all together and dig in. Next time you even think about setting your eyes on junk food, try cannelli bean salad. It's vegan, healthy, and full of protein. Today, I'm on Bleecker Street, a short walk from the subway, and I'm ready to try some food at Quartino. Who doesn't love Italian food? I know I do, especially when it's organic and fresh. So let's go inside and cook some pasta. Like they say, when in Rome. Meet you.
Benvenuto a Quartino.
Tell me about Quartino.
Quartino actually started 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and we are 100% organic, 80%, 90% vegetarian, and a few dishes with fish, which you can actually call it pescatarian. And we use all local products from local farmers. We buy our vegetable from Union Square Market and from local farmers. So we pretty much are concerned about what we actually sell to people, about the environment, about everybody else. Quartino is actually a Roman word which means a quarter of a liter. This little bottle, which put the wine in, they used to be very popular in the 70s in Italy. They used to actually just ask for that, go into a bar, and they just used to get the wine from the barrel. They didn't have bottles. We produce our own olive oil from Liguria, close to Genoa. One of the owners actually has their own land which produces an amazing olive oil. It's not just an olive oil, it's like the top of the line of the olive oil. Everybody that comes here goes ballistic about it. So let me actually make you taste it. Have a seat, so I bring you some olive oil.
I'm dying to cook something. So what are we gonna cook in the kitchen today?
I was thinking about the fettuccine Quartino, which is one of our signature dishes. Just all wheat fettuccine with avocado, cherry tomato, everything raw, and then with a little bit topped with this amazing olive oil that we just tasted. So Dina, come over, let me show you my kitchen. That's our little tiny kitchen, but we make a lot of good food here. This dish actually, it's a combination. This is kind of avocado is from Mexico. So we did have like a combining like Italian culture with Mexican culture. That's the wheat fettuccine. We make it right here.
To cook?
4 minutes, about 4 minutes. So let's put it just in the water. So because it's very fast. So we scoop it up. Those are the avocado. They have to be ripe in a perfect way. We put the tomato. How simple is this dish? Everybody can do at home. So all the tomato, they get the flavor also from the avocado. Nice and raw. In order for us to provide to the customer all organic ingredients, biodynamic wines, organic soft drinks, because we strongly believe that it's good for the environment, it's good for everybody, it's good for the next generation. Combining healthy with Italian food, I think we are in the right track because you can actually get flavors out of it. I think the pasta is getting ready. You just drain the pasta, just put it in the pan, toast a little bit, put some olive oil on top, and we're done. And then you're gonna taste it. You're gonna tell me what you think about it.
The best part.
Well, right now we're gonna do like a focaccia stracchino, which is kind of a double pizza.
Okay.
Which means double layer. And we just put inside this amazing cheese, which is a stracchino cheese. We make the dough right here. It's all wheat, you see it's dark. So you put it there on top, and it has to be closed, of course. Why don't you try to roll it a little bit of our pizza? You see how soft is the dough?
Just like batting practice.
So this is the cheese that we use. It's very creamy. It's gonna melt when you bake it in the oven. It's gonna melt, so it's gonna become nice and cheesy. Let me show you another dish. This is actually another signature dish. Those are spinach.
Okay.
We do baked spinach. Those are not sauté. We steam the spinach a little bit. You put a little bit of olive oil on top, and you bake it in the oven again, next to the pizza. That's a full dinner. You don't need more than that. This is an Italian simple cuisine, and it used to be like that back in the century, in 1900. They used to cook these ways. That they were not like long cook, saucing like for hours and hours and hours. It used to be very fast, earthy and fresh. This is a brown rice with pumpkins and asparagus. Just need the right ingredients, fresh, organic, and brown rice, which is nice and healthy. And let's say we toast it with olive oil. Here we go. Here we go. See, the pizza is ready.
Wow. Yes. I would never expect raw avocado and pasta to be mixed together. You're right, it is a perfect combination.
It is, because it's kind of an unusual combination. Let's put it that way. Avocado, in Italy we don't have it. The pasta is freshly made every day with organic flours, so that makes a difference. Plus the olive oil you top on top is never enough. If you want it, you can always put a little more on top. Sure. Because it enhances the flavor so much. That's a brown rice, organic, with asparagus, again, pumpkins, actually enhanced with some extra olive oil.
do you change your menu seasonally?
We do have a lot of specials seasonally, yes. The menu changes pretty much also, but mostly we do have a lot of specials every day. Right now, which is the season of pumpkins, banana squash, beets, or Brussels sprouts, we do have a lot of dishes with that. We do believe in the environment issues, so we want to try to keep everything under a certain distance. That's why we use all local ingredients. Those are raw local cheeses, frolic, cheddar, and drum, walnuts, sliced pear, and mango.
The whole meal was great. Everything tasted amazing. Without the overload of salt, you can truly taste each ingredient. I definitely recommend coming to the only organic Italian restaurant in New York City. And by the way, this is gold. Wow, that was one tasty episode. I love Italian food, and I can't believe there are so many healthy and delicious options. We saw how to make some great pasta dishes and learned how Italian became one of the most popular cuisines in New York. Don't forget to check out these sites for your info on what you've seen and more. And join us next week for another great episode of Dylan's Lunchbox.